brains if I ain't
And we are live on Underground Wicked Radio, interviewing Equation. We've got quite a few people on tonight. Rick James, Equation, Dead Body Man, DJ Crooks on the line, some 785 area code, Easy 606, and then DJ Snickers. DJ Snickers. Crooked G, why don't you start it off, homie? Go for it.
Alright, so, Equation, how'd you get your name and what does it mean?
I got my name, I was like 12 years old. I used to kick it with my cousins a lot, and they was rapping, you know what I'm saying, and I'd always hang around with them, and they all had like really dope rap names. I had a boy named Stock, my homeboy Murder, you know what I'm saying, like Sir Bosco, like all these, Eddie Boston, like all these guys had like really dope names. And I was a problem child, you know what I'm saying? So I figured that, you know, they always have an issue. You know what I'm saying? And when you bring it to an aspect, you know, I'm the equation. And, you know, the equation is the solution to a problem. And therefore, having that issue, I'd always be able to conquer, you know what I'm saying, any existing barriers or, you know, hurdles that I may come against. You know what I'm saying? So being the equation is to let you know that I'm a problem unsolved. I'm infinite. I will last forever.
Right, hell yeah, I like it.
Dropping my fucking microphone over here. So, Equation, where you from, homie? Where'd you grow up?
Man, I grew up in High Point, straight out of West Seattle.
What's it like living there?
I mean, to any hood, baby, it was cool, you know what I'm saying? You had homies that were close, you know what I'm saying? You had people that lived by you. I mean, of course, it's a struggle. We can get into all the selling drugs and growing up wrong, but, you know, I really don't like to put my focus towards, you know, what I've been through. You know, I'd rather put my focus towards what I did to get out of it and, you know, and what I had to do to become this. You know what I'm saying? Any situation that you grow up poor, you grow up in poverty, it's going to be hard regardless. You know, there's thousands of people out there with the same story that I had, man. You know, daddy wasn't around, mom worked 2 jobs. You know, your older siblings didn't give 2 shits at times. You know what I'm saying? It's real life, you know what I'm saying, manifested into, you know, the mental form. You know, you can talk about, you know, where you come from and what you've been through, but again, you know, if you're not a part of the solution and you're only dwelling on, you know, what you've been through, you're not really making a difference as far as perspective, and people need a different perspective. If you're able to see a different way and a different way of going about something, then maybe that'll work for them to get out of, you know, what they're in and understand that regardless if you grew up hood, if you was ghetto, whatever the case may be, much love to all my ghetto babies. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand something. It's not about where you at, or it's not about where you been or where you going. It's about where you at and what you did to get there. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, growing up in High Point was a learning experience for me. You know what I'm saying? I was able to grow. You know, so you can drop me off in the middle of Beverly Hills, baby, and I can live. You can drop me off in the middle of the ghetto, and I can live. You know what I'm saying? Being ghetto ain't about being hood, it ain't about being tough, it's about being versatile in life. You know what I'm saying? But my TV bro, we use a potato or some foil, or, you know what I'm saying? We grew up eating butter sandwiches and mayonnaise sandwiches with lettuce if we had it. You know what I'm saying? But we improvised. But at the same time, we grew a strength from where we come from.
We are going to cut over to a song. Easy 606 is trying to hop on, but his phone's not working for some reason. We can't hear him. Alright, he hung up for a minute. We're going to give him a call back. Let's cut over to a song. Oh, wait. No, we got another caller. Go ahead, caller.
So, I'm Alicia Richmond, and I was calling in. My phone number is 851.
Got a question for Equation?
I was wondering if I could possibly get help with that.
Did you hear it, homie?
Huh?
I was asking Equation if he heard you.
I I did not hear it. I can hear her voice, but I can't. It sounds real muffled. Could you repeat the question for me so I can hear?
I was wondering if you could possibly help me become a singer. I live in a small town, and I really need a singer.
She wants to become a singer.
She wants to become a singer?
Yes.
Okay, so first off, you gotta, a lot of times, the artists that are signed, we really don't have too much say about who gets put on the label or, anything of that nature. But if I can give you any advice today, it would most definitely be invest in yourself. Nobody gets anywhere where they're going unless they pay for where they're going. And it's an ugly part of the business, but you have to understand that, when you get signed to somebody, that means that you were in the same places that they were before you were signed. So if there's somebody big opening up in your town or somebody close to your town opening up, find a way. It's called a buy-on show. Find a way to buy on that show so you can shine and show these people that you want to get a hold of what you really have. And, regardless if it's 2 people or 200 people, girl, sing your motherfucking heart out. Sing like there's 1,000 people regardless of who's there. You give your best regardless. You know what I'm saying? And if you really truly feel that you can get somewhere, baby girl, the world can't stop you. So invest in yourself, the time that it takes to write a song, the passion that you have for it, and manifest it and give them something to listen to.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling in. Alright, we're going to call Easy 606 back. I apologize if it's ringing for a second. He can't hear us, and he wants to start asking Equation some questions. So, just one sec. Give him a buzz real quick. Well, come on, ring. There it goes. And it's quiet. Need some Twilight music for the background.
Well, shit. I think it's silent.
You gotta play scenes of horror flicks when there's silence.
He's not gonna pick up now. Oh, there he is. Hey, homie.
Yeah.
There we go. We got you. Go ahead and ask a question. No, we got you.
Well, it's kind of odd to throw me on right now. I don't know what to talk about.
Just how he got his name, what it's about, and where he grew up.
So where'd you first realize that this is what you wanted to do?
Well, that's the thing. I never really wanted to do this. Honestly, it wasn't a hoop dream of mine. I did music because I loved it. You know what I'm saying? I just, I did a show one time. I opened up for somebody, and we did the best we could. And when they came on stage, when they were done with their song, they said, "Make some real motherfucking noise." And the crowd went fucking bananas. And that's kind of when I figured that I don't want the limelight, but I do want the attention from the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So, but once I started working and I started, meeting different people and really seeing the aspect of the real music, that's when I think just recently I gained a want to be in this situation.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Crook.
Well, thanks for calling me out as I was taking a fucking hit. I got a cough.
Go ahead. I always call him at the right time, it seems.
Yeah, you do.
So go ahead, homie.
So you said that you didn't really ever see yourself in rap. So have you ever, has rap been your only genre you tried to work on, or has there been any other genres that you've gotten yourself into?
Oh man, I listen to everything. You know what I'm saying? Huh? I'm a tattoo. I'm sorry I didn't really hear your question, but other than doing music, you know what I'm saying, I do tattoo, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for about 9 years, consistently, you know what I'm saying, owning a business and shit. So, you know, music wasn't really first in my life, really secondary, because I always lean towards, you know, the thing that's going to make the most money at that time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it, man, there's all different categories of being an artist. Like, a lot of people these days, they hear, oh, I'm an artist. They automatically want to say, oh, you do music. You could be a tattoo artist. You could be a regular artist. You could be somebody that does clay sculptures. That's an artist. Like, there's so many different kinds of artists. But, you know what I'm saying, people try to categorize everything when it comes down to artists, like, oh, you do music. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying, that's actually pretty dope that you do tattoos, man. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's really dope. I specialize in cover-up and repair, you know what I'm saying? So I help a lot of motherfucking people with their booty-ass tattoos, man.
Right. Shit, man, I might be... Next time I'm up in Seattle, I might hit you up, man. I got a few things that need to be covered up and fixed, too.
Yeah, I'll let your boy. Grr.
Yeah, you already know. I just gotta get out to Seattle, or you could just join forces and come down here to Colorado. I mean, we both got legal bud, so.
Well, man, once they book me in Colorado, bro, come get chatted at the show, man.
Well, I just hit up Rick James and I'm asking him. Well, he didn't get back to me yet, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying, I'm gonna try to see what I can do. You know what I'm saying, because I work with Venue. And I work with all kinds of promoters down here. Plus, I'm a promoter myself. So let me see what I can work up with Rick. And, you know what I'm saying, I'll definitely try to get you out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ever since World announced you, I've listened to your music. And, you know what I'm saying, like, you got a lot of fucking talent, bro, for real. And,
thank you, I appreciate that.
Like, it's, you know what I'm saying, like, it's real different. You know what I'm saying, like, I listen to a lot of music on the, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of underground music. But
yeah,
you can listen to all underground music you want on a phone, a DVD player, a car stereo, whatever. But there is nothing more than a live experience, because an artist can sound dope as fuck on a CD, dope as fuck on a flash drive, but it's that live performance that tells everything. You know what I'm saying? It's I want to see how you're interacting with the crowd. I want to see how hyped the crowd gets when they hear you. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people are different. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that live experience, to see somebody live, fully tells me whether or not, like, yeah, he's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody can sound dope on a CD. But that live performance is what's going to make you sell.
No, that's a game. Equation was really signed because of his abilities on the stage show. Will didn't even really hear his music. He was more interested in what he saw personally, and then we got put onto his music. But it was initially his stage show that really put him on. That got him his deal with Fit. And as far as shows and stuff like that, you can hit me up personally on Facebook, or you can get my number from Snickers.
How's it going, caller? Go ahead.
Who's that, Rick?
It's Bubbles.
Bubbles, how you doing? You got a question for Equation? Uh-oh, her phone's messing up. Oh, you know why? You got the radio on in the background. You get background feed.
Hold on.
She gotta turn the radio off. So, Equation.
Yes, sir.
When are we gonna see you open up with Dilemma?
Man, whenever we're booked out that way, bro. Like I said, me and Dilemma, man, we ready all the time. It ain't never no question. You know, Dilemma got an amazing show, bro. But you join our forces together, and the shit's just outlandish. You know what I'm saying?
I would definitely come to see that. So Bubbles,
You know,
you back?
If you got promoters out there, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to book, man, get a hold of Will, get a hold of Rick James, you know what I'm saying, we can most definitely make it happen.
I know some venues out here in New York.
What about down here in New Orleans?
Say that again?
What about New Orleans?
New Orleans.
I'll go to New Orleans.
I don't know. Let me make some contacts in New Orleans. I'll see what I can do and try to get some shit going on out there too. Because I work with a lot of motherfuckers.
That's what's up.
Man, we ready.
Everywhere.
So, who influenced you to start rapping, homie? We haven't heard that yet. Like, who'd you grow up listening to?
I grew up listening to Busta Rhymes, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Twister, you know what I'm saying, the Ghetto Boys, you know, just, man, all that shit, MCA, Spice One, you know what I'm saying, Too Short, you know, just all of it, Crucial Conflict, Brother Lynch, you know what I'm saying, Tech Nine, I you know, all that shit. Well, no, I didn't get hit to Tech. I got hit to Tech about 6 years ago.
I'm hoping to get Tech 9 on for an interview one of these days. Go ahead, 606. We're almost about that time for the hot seat here soon. Hey, easy. He may have got busy. All right, DJ Crook, your turn, homie. Take question.
All right. So since you just basically got into doing music, and you said you have not been on tour yet, right?
I've been on tour. Excuse me. I was on tour with Twist and SA and Brian Sick Music. I went on tour with him. You know what I'm saying? But you know that was dope as shit.
Yeah. All right. So since you've only been on tour maybe a couple times, the question I have for you: if you can go out on tour with anybody in the music industry in the entire world, who would the one person or one group be that you would be wanting to go out on tour with the most? Like who?
No question, it'd have to be Strange, boy.
Strange music? Now, would that be anybody from Strange, or would it be a certain person, or...
Really, it'd probably have to be like, I mean, if I can get all the Strange, you know what I'm saying? No, but, you know, if it would be anybody, it'd be me, Dilemma, and Tech, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, that's what's up. Hell fucking yeah. Dilemma's the holy, man.
Oh yeah, that's my guy, most definitely. Real
yeah,
man.
He's fucking chill, humble. You know what I'm saying? I really like Dilemma. His fucking music's phenomenal.
Man, his stage presence is amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, when I perform, because I go right before Dilemma. You know what I'm saying? So it's a chance to show the crowd, you know, to try and get hype. I really can't get as hype as he can, because they like got this whole routine that they do. Man, it's wild as fuck. But most definitely, it pushes me to want to do better.
Hell yeah, fuck yeah, man, fuck yeah. I actually remember the very first time I seen Dilemma live. He opened up for I want to say it was Recognized and fucking Mayday.
Okay.
Yeah, when he did the Mayday show in fucking Colorado Springs, it was actually the first time I seen him live, and I was like, that dude's dope.
Hell yeah.
Who do you look forward to opening up for or doing a collab with in the future?
There's so many, really. You know, I guess because I grew up listening to a lot of Lynch, you know what I'm saying, a lot of Black Market, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, just, it would probably have to be him, man, as far as, you know, the way he shoots shit, and he's a fucking legend, bro. So, I mean, I'd most definitely have to do a song with Lynch before I really touch base with anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Me and Dilemma got some shit, you know what I'm saying, which is off the motherfucking wall. Y'all gonna love the album when it drop. But you know, most definitely it would have to be Lynch. As far as like being excited to want to work with an artist and like long term goal, yeah, would most definitely be Lynch on the number one.
Hey, Easy, are you there, homie? Nope. It's almost time for the hot seat, so I'm hoping we can get a hold of him here in about 5 more minutes. We're gonna cut over to a song in a second. I do want to ask, homie, have you ever listened to ICP, and do you like any of their music?
I don't listen to ICP. You know, as far as I think anybody's good at what they do. They're the best at what they do, but it's just not for me, I guess. As far as like, you know, how they do shit.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. I agree.
I'm not a big fan. It's an acquired sound, you know what I'm saying, and I just don't acquire the need for it.
Gotcha. At least you're honest. Some artists get on here just like pretend to like it. I don't like that.
No, you gotta give it straight, no chaser pimp juice. You know what I'm saying? Anything else is uncivilized and bitch made.
I agree.
Word. See, now the way I look at the whole Juggalo scene, everybody automatically thinks, oh, they hear the word Juggalo, oh, they're ICP people. Now, I like ICP pre the second batch of Joker's cards. After the race, I basically really stopped listening to them. I didn't like the way the new Joker's cards were coming out. I haven't really listened to them, but that don't mean I'm not a Juggalo or I'm not part of the Juggalo family. I mean, I feel when it comes down to sitting there saying, hey, I'm a Juggalo, you're not sitting there saying, hey, I'm a follower and I'm a fan of ICP. It's way more than that. It's a bond. It's a family. It's a reuniting. It's life. Everybody wants to base it towards only listening to ICP as being a Juggalo. It's a movement.
Nah, Juggalo to me is more, you know, it's an underground family. That, and again, you gotta understand, if a lot of Juggalos didn't exist, the underground really wouldn't exist. You know what I'm saying? For one, I have nothing against Juggalos or ICP music or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like hard-going fans, you gotta give it to the Juggalos, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a beautiful thing, man.
Oh yeah, just like I said, I do give it up to ICP for even starting it, but to where a lot of the non-Juggalo people, they hear, oh, this dude's a Juggalo, he's an ICP guy, so they're automatically characteristic it towards ICP. It's more than just ICP. Yeah, it first started out as Juggalos were followers and fans of the Insane Clown Posse, but now more or less it's a family. It's ICP. It's Twisted. It's C. It's all the other underground, LSP, Murder Music, Gritty Music, you guys, Equation, fucking Dilemma,
SKR,
6, me, Crooked G, SKR, all the motherfucking homies. It's grown past ICP to where the you know what I'm saying, like everybody else, they're like, oh yeah, Juggalo, the ICP guys, but it's way more expanded than that. It's everybody in the underground rap industry, everybody in the underground hip hop industry. You know what I'm saying? Like basically everybody, whoever you hear, whether it's new music or old music, if they do underground music, they've either been a part of the Juggalo family or they are the Juggalo family. So it's like expanded outside of ICP to where, yeah, they are the original OGs. They are the Dukes. Understandable. Yes, I'll give that to them. But now it's not just based on them. It's based on every single fucking one of us. We are all the ones that keep.
I gotta say something. Someone in chat noticed about you. The higher you are, the more you talk.
Wait a minute, what?
Someone said in chat, they're like, she's actually on the line. Bubbles said the higher you are, the more you talk.
I live in Colorado.
All right, we're going to cut over to a
I'm in
song.
New Orleans.
We're going to play Children of the Corn. Tell us about this song, homie.
So you guys seen the movie Children of the Corn, right?
All of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how the corn's infected, you know what I'm saying, it's possessed, and that's what brought along the massacres, the killings. So these children are nothing more than a product of their environment, my ninja. You know what I'm saying? So the Children of the Corn is more of like, it's an intimate album, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving you more than just raw. You're actually going to get, you know, a part of me that people don't get to see here, you know what I'm saying? It's not, you know, about me to be that way. So the Children of the Corn is just to let you know that I'm a product of my environment, and this is what it's done to me. You know, these are my trials and tribulations, and this is really where my heart is at.
Okay, we're live, but you know how it is with DJ Crook. I kind of like to cut in on the air when he's just over there jabbering, just to mess with him.
Yep. Yep.
Go ahead, Crook. Go ahead and take it. It's all yours.
Usually this is Easy 606's thing. He usually does the Easy 606 hot seat, but unfortunately he's working tonight and he's not going to be able to do it. So you are now under pressure with the Crook hot seat. Are you sure you're ready for this equation?
I'm ready, brother.
All right. My first question, I'm going to do 3 questions with this little hot seat, or as many as Snickers is going to let me take. My first question is for you. Are you going to remain underground, or would you sell your soul to mainstream if the money was right?
Oh, man, you know what? I'm strictly underground, baby. That's where I got my big break at. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect the soil. You know what I'm saying? So most definitely I'm going to stay motherfucking underground.
Oh, fucking yeah. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. We do a lot of interviews, okay? And like a lot of these people are like, well, man, if I got offered $1 million, I'm saying I love my underground, but I'm going to have to go with that mainstream label. And I'm just like, oh, man.
See, because a lot of motherfuckers,
you know some dope ass artists, too.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing. A lot of motherfuckers don't know. You ain't got to be mainstream to make a meal, baby.
Exactly. I mean, the way I look at it, during my childhood, I did listen to the radio. I did listen to, like, mainstream rap and this, that, and the third. But that's back in the day when it was actually good. But these days, these days, there's, still underground because all this mainstream shit is trash. I mean, fuck, I'm saying underground. You know what I'm saying? Plus, all the mainstream rappers back in the day are underground now as it is, so, you know what I'm saying, it's like I never even went anywhere.
Well, definitely.
So, yeah, so my second question is, let's see. Let's see how difficult I can make this.
Don't think too hard over there.
If you could change anything in your life, make a better decision on anything that has went wrong, what would that be?
Now I thought you were going to make this a difficult question. Anyway, I wouldn't change anything, bruh. You got to understand something. Where you come from is what makes you who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's like having that old-ass motherfucking 79 Monte Carlo, bro, that got all the dents in it, all the scratches, the upholstery's all fucked up, but you're not going to give it up. Every mark in your interior is more than a memoir.
Hell yeah.
So I wouldn't change anything about my life. I think the way that I came up is the way I was supposed to. There was a right lesson in it, and the way I turned out was miraculous.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? That's like a lot of knowledge right there, because like a lot of people would definitely like to change a lot of shit. I mean, I honestly think things happen for a reason. And the way it happens is just the way it was supposed to. I mean, no, we don't know what our life is going to bring us from childhood to old man age or old lady age or anything like that. We have not a clue. It's like we're living on a daily basis, and whatever happens, happens.
Most definitely.
I mean, like, if it wasn't meant to happen, it wouldn't happen. If it happens, obviously it was meant to happen for a reason.
Exactly. You know, it's like having a fucked up ass girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? You gotta meet this bitch before you actually meet somebody you can keep with. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand that everything that you go through is a learning experience to prep you for what's coming next.
Exactly. I mean, like, I've been through the struggle. I've been homeless. I've lived on the street, had to rob stores just to eat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the struggle was real, you know what I'm saying, when I was younger and shit. But you know what? That all taught me to be the better man that I am now.
Most definitely.
I mean, yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like, I've done time in jail. I've done all that little petty shit. But you know what? That was all my stepping stone.
Most definitely. See, your inspiration got to have a birth somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's, you know, what you go through in life, you know what I'm saying, the decisions you make, the choices you have, you know what I'm saying? You gotta live and learn. You know what I'm saying? Before, you know, you can actually gain control, true control, you know, over what you're doing.
Right. All right, so my third question, are you going to be, you know what I'm saying, like, when you do become successful and, you know what I'm saying, start, you know what I'm saying, like, on a roll of, you know what I'm saying, like, nationwide fame and this, that, and the third, are you going to be like every other rapper and go out there and buy big, expensive houses in 5 different states, all kinds of fancy cars, or you're just going to basically stay right where you are, content, and still drive an ordinary car that everybody else in the city and shit would drive? What would you know what I'm saying, like, elaborate with us, you know what I'm saying, what you would do, you know what I'm saying, when you become famous? So you can be like everybody else and exploit and go all out, or you just gonna be smart and put that shit aside and sit there and say, you know what, I'm gonna hold off and I'm gonna sit on that?
Nah, see, I don't need houses in different places. See, all this money, if I get money like that, I got that A-Rab money coming in like that from Jews, I'm a little bit more humble than that. I'm more simple. I wouldn't buy a whole bunch of houses. See, I grew up in West Seattle up in High Point. You know what I'm saying? I'd buy the hood back, bruh. I'd build the hood back the way it was, and I'd move all me and my hood motherfuckers back in the hood. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at, man. You know, why you gonna buy a big-ass mansion and have all this mortgage and shit to pay when you could buy a big-ass apartment complex, rent half of it, and live rent-free with you and your cousin? You know what I'm saying? I'm a hood baby, and it's all about, you know what I'm saying, what you leave behind.
Right. I mean, like, you got all these people, you know what I'm saying, that get famous and shit, and they want to go out and buy Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and Bugattis, and they can buy all that. That's ridiculous.
You're going to see me inside of an apartment paid off for the next 3 years, riding an old school lowrider on switches, keeping it real. And the same I said, you don't see me in a lowrider, keeping it real, bruh. You know what I'm saying? In the same motherfucking hood I grew up in. Because there's one thing that Seattle don't got, there's one thing a lot of places don't have, is that real motherfuckers make it, get a little taste of what's out there, bitch up and stay out there. You got me fucked up, bro. I'm going to make it and stay home. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be one of those artists that the people, you know what I'm saying, are going to be able to see. You know what I'm saying? And they love people for that, man. When you're able to meet an artist, when you go to a meet and greet and you meet a real artist, you know what I'm saying? For some people, man, that's the motherfucking world. You know, and if you give somebody the world, their world, they're going to love you for it. You know what I'm saying? So never, you know, what you see in all these Ferraris and Bentleys and, no, man, I'm more simpler than that. You don't see old schools outside my shit, no more than 5 racks. Because all that other money getting put away from my babies.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I I love the fact of real underground artists. Like, I understand the fact that it's a dog-eat-dog world and everybody's out there for the money. But, like, for example, I went and seen Busy Bone at the Roxy in Denver. Busy Bone from both Sons of Harmony.
That's one of my favorite songs, bro.
Fuck yeah, I love Busy Bone. I went and seen him live at the Roxy. Now, someone with his experience and his long legacy and legend in the rap world from back in the day, I would expect him to charge for a meet and greet more than anybody else because of the fact of how impacted his name is and how impacted his group was and how much of a legacy he's dropped down. He did a free meet and greet, signed autographs, went out and took pictures and chilled with everybody and this, and that, and the third. I love artists like that that'll sit there right before the last song is about to end and be like, yo, I'm not like all these other rappers out here that's going to sit there and go run to the back and go back to my bus just because of the fact I think I can because of the fact I got that name. He's like, nah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to come down there and I'm going to party with every motherfucker out there that came out here to jam with me. I'm going to take pictures, I'm going to take autographs, I'm going to sign autographs, and you're going to have a good fucking time. I love artists like that, you know what I'm saying? Fuck all that paying $100 to meet fucking Twisted. Okay, yeah, you're Twisted. You've been doing it for 10, 15, 20 years, whatever. Okay, but you've been charged hundreds of dollars every single year since then. Why don't you give it a break and actually start the artist to letting your fans see you without having to pay all this money and be a real motherfucker and be out there for your fans instead of being out there for the fucking money?
Well, you know, a lot of people, you know, everything is different for everybody. You got to understand something that, you know, when you come from something, you know, when you come from everything and you're used to having everything, that's the way you're used to acting. Now, there's another side of it. You can come from nothing, get something, and get funny. You know what I'm saying? But that only shows who's real and who's not. It's up to the fans, man, who they're going to rely on as far as, you know, them being able to turn their shit on and really vibe to it and know that while you're listening to this artist, you went to his show and he was more than happy to meet you. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't one of these snobby artists that was charging for a meet and greet, was charging extra buku for this or that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that come to concerts, they buy your merch, they buy your tickets, they, you know, provide the attention that you need for this show to happen. You know, when you got artists, you know what I'm saying, that forget where they come from, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, you know, you got mainstream artists and big time underground artists that, you know, say that they're not going to perform in front of two people. I'm not going to perform in front of one person. Regardless if it's 1 to 3 people, for one, you already got paid for your show. You know what I'm saying? So give a motherfucking show. You know, these people that come out and see me, man, they're the ones paying for the lifestyle.
Exactly. I mean, that's the same way I look at it. I don't, like, I just got done throwing my first show ever, you know what I'm saying? Put my first show on ever back in November 28th up in Greeley. I didn't really have that good of an outcome. I had probably like 50 people there. Half of them were artists. But you know what? It wasn't the fact of how many people were there. It's about how good of a time everybody had.
Exactly.
Like, I would have loved to have had at least 100 more people. Oh yeah, everybody that puts on a show would at least love to have 100 more people. But you know what? I didn't need that 100 more people because every motherfucker in that place came up to me at the end of the show like, yo, Crook, that was fucking well put together. Appreciate you even bringing me here. Thank you really much. You know what I'm saying? Really do appreciate you. You're the shit.
All right, Crook. We're going to make sure I say hi. Shauna, did you call in? Are you here? Nope. She said she was going to call in. I'll give her a call here in a minute. We're going to cut over to a song. We're going to cover to Go So High. Tell us about this song, homie.
This track actually was brought to my attention. Man, it's you know, it's two different stories. You know what I'm saying? It's an aspect from, you know, being in the music and, you know, living you know, on tour, you know what I'm saying, and not having too much, and, you know, just the music side of the struggle and what people go through. And then on my part, it's more of you know, family relationships, you know, how you know, some people say that they're real but they not. you know, and hopefully one day, you know what I'm saying, we'll be able to put all this shit behind us, you know what I'm saying, and look better, you know, look towards something a little better, you know, with the relationships, you know, and the aspect of the struggle to the music, and, you know, it's a dream, man.
All right, before we cut to the song, Shauna Knapp said hi. I think she's still tuning in.
Hey, this song is featured motherfucking Rick James on this shit. The boy tells it, man. Make sure y'all pay attention to that shit.
Rick James needs to come out of hiding. He needs to go back to rapping, period.
Fuck that. We're going to keep him in the background with me.
All right, we'll be back after this. Whoop, whoop. And yes, Rick James. We're going to ask the red question. It's coming. Right up after this song.
All right.
Whoop, whoop. And we are back in Underground Wicked Radio, winding it down. It's time for a couple more questions, and we're going to hop off. Go for it. Hey, world, if you're tuning in, why didn't you call in yet? I've been waiting. Go ahead, DJ.
Because you're watching the Star Wars movies.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit. He's one of the old guys, huh? I don't watch Star Wars, Star Trek, any of that fucking bullshit.
Hey, now,
Hey.
big Star Wars fan here.
Hey, I'd rather watch music videos.
Music videos. Can I ask you this?
I'd rather watch
DJ
underground music
Crook.
videos on YouTube.
Who taught you how to use your lightsaber then?
My lightsaber, the only lightsaber I have that gets bigger is the one that my girl uses.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Go
ahead, take the question, homie.
Alright, so Equation, this is time for shout outs. This is the time that you can show love to all your fans, your family, anybody that supports you and promotes you. You know what I'm saying? Anybody you got love for. This is also your time that you can do a radio drop for Underground Wicked Radio. And you can also let them know where your links are, where they can find your music, any kind of new merch, any kind of new projects coming up, what kind of albums you have coming out. Basically, this is the time to shine to let everybody know what you want them to know. So, go ahead, homie.
Okay, most definitely. First and foremost, Sickle Set in the motherfucking building, made sick, you know what I'm saying? Love and shout out to all the fans, anybody that's loving it, you know what I'm saying, you know, feeling me, you know what I'm saying, that's, you know, most definitely appreciative of that. I'm working on a few things. Right now we're working on the Children of the Corn album. We're almost done with that project. It'll most definitely be coming out soon. We got a show if you're out in Cali, you know what I'm saying, you're out in Sacramento. We got a show February 6th popping off. Special appearances by, you know, Brother Lynch, a couple other people. You know, much love to World, you know what I'm saying, out there, you know what I'm saying, Matrix, Dilemma, you know what I'm saying, Rick James. You know, they most definitely been more than helpful with the growing experience. You know, Dilemma was able to shine some light on a few subjects that I was questioning about. You know what I'm saying? Rick had a lot of insight. You know, Will's been more than helpful. You know what I'm saying? So most definitely a lot of love to them. Love the team on the ground. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be in the place and position that I was in for World to see me and for me to be signed. A lot of that had to do with Kevin Iverson. You know what I'm saying? Much love to DJ DP. You know, just, you know, as far as my family, man, they already know I love them, so, you know, shout out to them too as well. We got shirts online, you know what I'm saying, Get a Hold of World, or Rick James, we got merchandise online. If you look in the book, man, me and Dilemma was definitely more than happy to go and get anywhere you need me to be. So I'll let your boy Get a Hold of Rick James of World. You know, much love to Brother Lynch, you know what I'm saying, for letting a lot of this happen, you know what I'm saying, giving the blessing for me to, you know, join forces. So yeah, man, most definitely. Anybody out there loving Equation, man, I love you.
Hell fucking yeah, hell fucking yeah.
Don't forget the radio drop.
Yeah, I heard it straight from Equation. Equation, if you want to do a radio drop, you know what I'm saying, for Underground Wicked Radio, you can do that now too. Equation.
Hold on, can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Hear me now.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay.
I said, if you want to do the radio drop on Underground Wicked Radio, you can do that now as well.
A radio drop?
Yeah, just like, you're listening to the Equation on Underground Wicked Radio, and shout out a few of your links, you know what I'm saying? Just basically showing love to Underground Wicked Radio.
Okay, yeah, man, this is Equation. You're listening to Wicked Underground Radio. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the DJs and the VJs and all the EJs putting it together. You know what I'm saying? There's a few links. Go on YouTube and look up Goosebumps or Equation. Most definitely you'll see some music up there. You know, we got the album coming out a lot. I haven't really put too much out, you know what I'm saying? So I'm real ghostly right now. So I want people to want it, you know what I'm saying? So by the time we put it out, they can get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah.
The world's longest drop.
So,
Yeah, I'm gonna get it, baby. I'm in Hollywood with it, man. I'm gonna give it to you straight.
real. All right, this is DJ Snickers' famous question, but he always sticks me with asking it. It's actually very funny because if you ask Dilemma about this question, you might get a whole nother answer on that. It's actually very hilarious. Snickers. All right, do you Equation have your Red Wings both set?
Don't you?
Fuck yeah, I do. Eat it and beat it.
Of course.
Eat it and beat it. Fuck yeah.
Dilemma don't. Dilemma
I'm
don't.
talking about. Yeah,
It was an accident. She didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Fuck yeah, but the very first time Dilemma was on the phone on an interview, Snickers asked him if he had his Red Wings. Now, you knowing about Dilemma, he thought it was a gang question.
World hits me up. He's like, you got to cut that out of the interview. I'm like, wait, what? He's like, you got to cut the Red Wings question now. I'm like, why? He's like, you can't be asking Dilemma gang questions. I'm like, homie, go ask your old lady what Red Wings means. He comes back, he's fucking laughing. He had no idea. Neither one of them did.
Yeah, man, that's... Oh, shit.
We'll fit you with.
Alright, last two questions and we're going to hop off. So, homie, did you enjoy your interview on Underground Wicked Radio, and would you come back?
Yeah, man, most definitely. I would like to come back, and I enjoyed my time, most definitely. Y'all are real straight with it. I like the questions, you know what I'm saying? I love how I was able to emphasize without being rushed, so most definitely respect.
Always, homie. Never rush. We like to make it feel like we're just chilling on the couch, relaxing, and talk about whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Most definitely.
Alright, everyone have a good night. We'll be back, I believe, tomorrow night. We're interviewing Sick. We'll be back tomorrow night interviewing Sick. Everyone have a good night. Thank you, Equation, for getting on. We're looking forward to having you back in the future. Anytime you drop a new CD, project. Hey, wait, we did not ask, and I'm curious about this. Do you have any new projects coming up and music videos?
I got some. I'm writing out some scripts right now. You know what I'm saying, for the videos. I like my shit to have a real good storyline, give a visual, so when they hear the song, there's a visual and they understand what I'm saying.
Can't wait to see that.
So,
Now, is Ray James putting the music video together for you?
we haven't really talked about it much. Again, right now it's in the manifesting stage to actually, being written out and put together. I think any plan that you have to really put something out, man, should be executed correctly. And gone over a lot of times before you just set it down. You don't want to give people the impression that you're half-assed. You may look at your shit and they be like, you know what? They probably could have done better.
I agree with you, homie. Definitely looking forward to having you back. I can't wait to see a music video from you in the future. All right, everyone have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. Whoop, whoop.
No So yeah, they're looking out, man.